continues set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Allen taken right to the air. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
And 10, still at the 28. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down throw for Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. Fights his way through a tackle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They gain 11 on that play, and the Bills have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He brings it in. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points in this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. It's a designated keeper for Allen. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Allen fires out wide, complete. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Pennick's going to throw straight away. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Penix now on first down. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Cut near the goal line. It'll be touchdown short of the marker, so fourth down coming up.
A gain of 6 yards. Brings up fourth down and goal.
Trying for it with Penix. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Yeah, you can't do that. It's got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Back to throw now, Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Breaks the tackle. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another one for Cook. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Putting a receiver in motion. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
You can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So it's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. It's Allen out of the pistol. Next on the crosser. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. First and 10. Here's Allen. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Bass's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's D. Alford. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
Play fake. Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On second and 10, it's Penix. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Tag. Viking 18.
Third and long for him here. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him to first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Go. Half the 60. Half the 60.
Run it with Robinson from the pistol. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Cowboy.
From the shotgun, Penix finds him on the crossing route. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So great work by the running back there. Up the middle. It's up And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2.
It's far from this kicker's first NFL campaign, but I bet you it's one of the first kicks he's seen turn into points on the other side. Hey, listen, fault is shared by everybody, but I'm sure he'd prefer this to be the last time it happens in his lengthy career.
And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Hits him on the out route. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's Cook. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. He'll go quickly to the right. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them to 1st. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. We've set it down from 37. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Cuts it to the right. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills get some late points and the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills push their lead to 6. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Alford now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go.
Play action, here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Cougar 19.
Penix to throw again on 2nd. On the move, hit it right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
3rd down, it's Penix. Forced out to his right. Now he's going deep across the field. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That's more of the catch out left. Leads into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons tie it just before halftime. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3- to 4-point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Strong with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Brought in right side by Kincaid. A lot of mess on the move here. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10.
Let's go.
Penix. He found some space. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 28-yard pickup there. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons tie this game up. Drake London with the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons take the lead on that successful kick.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here comes Davis. Making some progress here. they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Bills 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Enough from the pistol to Cook. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now Allen. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grab the lead on their 1st series of the half.
I know you got a mixture looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Sean McDermott keeping his offense out there. They're going for 2. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. This is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, it's Robinson. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Penix here from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Ready up.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Pack the 60. Pack it.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And it can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Alert!
Slot man motioned over. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Now it's Cook. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy can turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw 3rd and long. That's the first down, and he's still going. Big man's showing up the yards. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
To the air again. Allen has it down close. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Penix on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Penix. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
That's another.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So 1st down from the 41.
Here we go, set.
From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. And He's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offensive line fast.
14 more yards. That's another Falcons first down.
And again, it's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for a Darnell.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Ready?
It's Penix yet again. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Penix to throw. Brought in. Oh, and it's a punishing hit to end that play, but hey, still a win for this offense. They've got first and goal now from the 2.
And the Falcons.
Penix looking to pass. Caught out wide. And he's brought down at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Throwing from the gun. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Here's Penix and the Falcons. They're looking to tack on 2 more.
The Falcons will line up for
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Bills 41. Falcons 33.
A lot's got to go right to tie this up now. Need a touchdown and a 2-point try, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, got to recover this kick. Still more than a field goal game. They were going to get to this point sometime, and they decide now's the moment and deliver with the onside kick.
The hard part's over, right? That's what the numbers tell you. That getting an onside kick a whole lot tougher than going down and scoring a touchdown. Still, they got to execute, stay calm, and work their way down the field.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On first down, here's Penix. Right side, wheeled in by Pitts. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. And that's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Falcon first down.
Falcons first down. First
Here
and
we
10
go.
at the 21-yard line.
To the air with Penix. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Guess who? Pitts has another. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the first and goal. Penix is going to throw again. Escapes out to the left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Falcons down by only 2 in the 4th. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Wrong with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now we'll give to Cook, running left. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw now, Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And you love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Throw left side, caught by Pitts. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons pushing to get within range for a game winner. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Robinson on the inside give. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons jump in front late. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point is good by Gonzalez. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Strong with the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Two set of downs for him from the 31. Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw it. That could it. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Defense getting in on the phone, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
On return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he set out. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Looked elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season. You gotta imagine, partner, there are a lot of folks shaking their heads at seeing that. He has battled interceptions all season, and here, well, he's now been picked off on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, shaking their heads because on this drive and throughout the season, the adjustments just haven't been there. The picks just keep coming week after week after week, and this time, back-to-back series.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. So Buffalo's going to call his 2nd timeout. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Let's go now.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
Fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. 1st down throw for Allen. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Now, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They send a man in motion. Throwing now. This one is also going to be incomplete. It's knocked away again, and they're left looking at 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Got his man. Shakir has it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, Allen trying to push deep downfield. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it, thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason